Hi students, parents, and friends. We had our very first Epic Leadership team meeting last week where we began to introduce the 4 pillars of the Epic Leader. They are communication mastery, leadership in action, emotional intelligence, and personal protection. In case you missed it, here's a quick recap. Abraham Lincoln once said, "You have to do your own growing, no matter how tall your grandfather was." Our grandparents and great-grandparents, they have some really great stories, and they lived through some of the toughest, some of the hardest times in our history. Many faced poverty, in which they were extremely poor, prejudice, where people would judge them based on where they lived, their religion, or even the color of their skin, and some even went off to war as teenagers. In fact, the Smithsonian Institute estimates that 250,000 underage boys fought in World War II. The youngest U.S. soldier was 12 years old, and many were between 15 and 17 years old, but the conditions were so poor that they enlisted to fight in the war because they could send money back to their families with the paycheck that the military would provide. The bottom line is, these individuals grew up way too fast. And why share this? Because hard times create strong people, and you carry that same strength in you. The same strength as your ancestors can be found in you. They may not have been soldiers, your grandparents or great-grandparents, but they experienced their own share of troubled times and adversity in their lives. And I encourage you to learn about them because it can be empowering to you as you write your own life story. But strength isn't automatically handed down. Muscles unused atrophy, they degenerate. And so does courage, voice, and character. That's why we train at JMA in martial arts that isn't just about self-defense. It's about preparing you for life. When you yell in class, you're building confidence in your voice. When you persevere in a tough workout, you are wiring your brain to push through challenges. Every punch, every stance, every shout is practice for the real tests that life will sometimes throw at you. I'm reminded that the stronger the person, the more gentle they can afford to be. True strength means you don't have to bark or bite, but you stand firm and speak up when it matters most. So I'll leave you with this challenge. Exercise your voice. Don't be afraid to yell when we're in class. Know your principles. And this means talking to your parents about what your family stands for. Because one day, life will call on you to rise, to protect the weak, to lead with courage, and to carry forward the strength of those who came before you, your ancestors. Thank you for being part of this journey and my journey, and I'll see you at the next leadership team meeting. Thanks.